Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching The Vampire Diaries. This is episode 12 of season 8. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the series so far. Please do remember to get your votes for your favourite character and your most disliked character of this season, because the results will be shown in the final episode of season 8, and we're not far off it. Now, last episode was really interesting. I mean, let's just start with the ending. Obviously, massive drama. Enzo has been killed, mate. R.I.P. Enzo, mate. You had a good season. Speaking directly to you, Enzo, you had a big season. Your storyline with Bonnie, yeah, I absolutely loved. You and Bonnie made me change my mind on the cure, because I do not like people taking the cure. When it was first introduced to you, I was not for it at all. I was mad. But then, the more I see you two together, and the more I just see the happiness that you guys are as a couple, it just made me happy. And in the end, you got me, man. I was like, look, whatever you want to do, Enzo, mate. If you want to be with Bonnie for the rest of your life, whether it's going to be 150 years, 200 years by turning her into a vampire, or whether it's going to be, 50, 60 years of just normal human life, you've got me. I love you two together. I think you deserve to be happy, and Bonnie deserves to be happy, and you've both been through so much, mate. So many ups, so many downs. Like, if you're going to take the cure, just do it. I'm actually going to go against my moaning in a couple of episodes ago. And, what happened? None of that happened, mate. Stefan killed Enzo right at the end. Bonnie can never have no happiness, can she, man? Literally. If you think, right, okay, the show's not like full-on negative against Bonnie, because everybody's lost stuff. If you look, Elena's lost pretty much the whole family. Jeremy obviously lost his whole family. Rick as well lost his wife, and he lost Jenna, and he's lost Joe and nearly lost his kids. Caroline lost both parents, Damon and Stefan, obviously, like, they're not too bad. They lost the mum, and they've lost, obviously, they've been through loads of stuff. But then, obviously, then we go to Bonnie, and she's lost her dad. He was just introduced, and then, boom, like, died, like, a couple of episodes later. He wasn't really in it. Her mum was introduced, turned into a vampire, disappeared again, What is it? Grams, as well, she was in for, like, one season, dead. So, everybody has suffered in terms of family losses, and now she's got Enzo. But in terms of, like, characters, if you think about it, Bonnie, it's like every time somebody has to be the fall guy, I feel like it's always Bonnie. I actually do feel like it is always Bonnie. She's like been the anchor. She's lost her, how many times has she lost her powers? Yeah, she's died, she's come back, she's been the anchor. She's literally lost her powers so many times. She's not even a witch this final season. It's just crazy. I feel like, she's never had one consistent steady bit of joy, and I do feel really bad for her. That scene when she was knelt down screaming, holding Enzo, and it just boom, mate, like a ripple across like the earth or whatever is, that was so powerful. You know what I mean? I don't know how she's going to recover these final few episodes. She was obviously against giving the cure to, well, this is the madness of the episode, is that at the start we had Damon and Stefan. Kade come in, he was like, look, mate, you've got a choice. You either go and kill, 100 people, Damon, or you go and kill Caroline. That's it, mate. You're not fulfilling your duties. I need this. Kill 100 bad people, or go and kill Caroline. Damon, he thought that he could go through the episode trying to think of a way to actually attack and kill Kade. Well, obviously that does not work. Kade called me and said, look, mate, it's like midday, you've not even touched anybody. Look, I'll stand here for you. What, you think about killing me? Setting me on fire? Set himself on fire. That's not going to work. You think about ripping my heart out? Pulled it out. That's not going to work. And it's like, mate, how interesting is this? Do you know what I'm saying? So, like, Damon's plan been squashed. He's gone into the Mystic Grill. He's obviously speaking to Caroline and stuff about what he's potentially going to do. And Kade comes in. That's it, mate. He's killed a few people. He's like, look, I've started it for you. What are you going to do? Are you going to take up my offer and kill Caroline right here? Or are you going to go and kill the 100 people? Well, Caroline, she jibbed out. She disappeared. So Damon's like, fine. Went and killed someone that was in the grill still. He was like, that's not a bad person, mate. Your clock's still on 97 left. I've killed 3. You've got 97 more to do. But the interesting thing for you, Damon, is I give this plan to your brother as well. He had 100 people to kill, or go and kill your brother's girl. And you know what? He chose the brother's girl, mate. You could have killed Caroline, killed his girl. He's gone to kill your girl. And he's gone after Elena, mate. I cannot believe it. Stefan chose Elena. And that is where he was heading. So they think that she's in New York. So, like, Damon's like, whoa, trying to put all hands on deck and go and get her in New York to save her. Well, we found out that Bonnet, while all the chaos was happening, I don't know, early on in the season or the last season, She bought a house away from everybody. She moved the coffin and she put it in this one place that only Bonnie knows. She's the only owner of the house. She's the only person that can invite people in. And Stefan found that out when they went inside a mind. I think Damon's mind, I can't remember which one anyway. They acquired the information of where Bonnie's house was and how to get it. Stefan compelled somebody to sign the house over to him, to this woman, and she invited Stefan in, and that is how we ended up at the very end. You know, like, Bonnie was there in the house. She went to get the cure. Basically, their plan was, look, mate, we'll run. We'll get the cure out of Elena. We'll put it into Kade. We'll kill him. Yeah, as Kade's dying, we'll take the cure. We'll put it into Enzo. Then Enzo's got it for Bonnet, and then Damon will take it from Enzo. Do you know what I mean? That is the cycle that they plan to do. So, obviously, all this happened. Pretty much, they knew that Stefan was on their way, so she ran over. She extracted some of the blood from Elena, and then she was speaking to Enzo. He was stood at a door. He dropped. Stefan was there, fuming, obviously, that he's killed Enzo. He's come walking into the house. He's gone to attack Bonnie as well. He's literally on a mission to kill everybody. She stabbed him and he fell on the floor, and obviously she's run outside and cried. But obviously in the midst of the moment, I'm like, Stefan, you deserve that. I still think he does deserve it, to be honest. I actually 100 million % believe that she had the right to stab him then. But now I've had time to think. It's the next day. I'm about to watch it now. I don't think the cure has actually worked on him. We've seen it, didn't we? That it had to be extracted. Well, it doesn't have to be drank directly from the body. Do you know? That is the thing. Like, obviously, Catherine, when she got it, it was put, boom, directly into her body, like, completely. She was the first one to take the capsule, and then obviously everybody else has had to drink it physically out. They can't just extract. Well, they've not just extracted it from the syringe. So I don't know. I think it might not have worked. I still think that obviously Stefan's got all these powers that Kade's giving where he's not able to die. I think that might play a factor as well. So I am excited, obviously, how we're going to go from here. You know, Enzo's died, and I don't know how Bonnie's ever going to forgive Stefan. Now, is Stefan still going to go ahead and try and kill Elena? Because if he doesn't, then he's technically not fulfilled the plan and the task that he was given. And also with Damon, what is he going to do? Is he going to go and kill the 97 other people, or is he going to be distracted with this? Is he going to be devastated that Stefan's been stabbed? Is Stefan going to become a human? Is his age going to accelerate? Did it not work? Do you know what I'm saying? There's so many questions. Really excited. Can't wait to jump into today's episode. Hopefully, guys, enjoy it. And if you do, please smash a like. It really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, let's dive into today's episode. Okay, so we're on episode, did I say 12 or 11? Totally forgot. 12. What are you? What are you? Someone must have said that to a vampire, mustn't they? Like, what are you? Elena? I'm going to say Elena said that to Stefan. I feel like that's somebody asking like a vampire the first time they've been seen. So I feel like it's either Matt might have said, I don't know, man. That's literally, it could have been anyone. I'm going with Elena, though, possibly asking Stefan what he was. Oh, check that, mate. Oh, what? It's in the armory?
Matt? How'd you get in here?
What a mad start that was, mate. Honestly. Wait, Rick's back.
Bonnie, hey. Bonnie. Hey, what's wrong?
Elena's okay.
Well, those aren't tears of joy, Bon. What is wrong?
Enzo's gone.
What?
He's dead. Your brother killed it. Stay away from me.
Not until I know you're safe. I'll deal with Stefan.
I gave him the cure. He's human now.
Oh, is it brought him back to present? Oh, God.
I talked to Damon, and I know what happened to Enzo.
Every time I close my eyes, I see it play out over and over again in my head. I can't face you, and I can't face Bonnie. I'm being pulled over.
Stefan.
Oh, it's got blood all over him as well. Oh, it's not. He can't compel him. This will be well interesting.
Step out of the car now!
Stefan. Stefan?
I could feel the heat from the flames, hear the screams of all those people burning. It was like I was actually there.
The Latvian witches using something like that to contact the dead, you know, a way to create a psychic link between the living and their ancestors.
I say the skeleton we found in the artifact room. Some of the things you saw, he saw too. He wrote about them in his journal. Everything okay?
It's bad.
Really bad, though. Like, really bad.
He hasn't come back.
That's because he's on his way to Rockland County Police Department.
His emotions are back. And memories of every drop of blood he's ever
that's
spilled on me doing a square dance in his head.
I've left so many messages, but she just won't answer her phone.
Mad, mate. It's actually mad.
Sorry for your loss.
You're the reason Enzo's dead.
You and your brother are now free. While you remain immortal, Stefan does not. Which means I am free to end his life and recall his soul to the fiery pits of my world. I've taken an interest in local history. There's an 18th century journal written by Maxwell. Small price to pay for allowing Stefan to live out the remainder of his human life.
In the context of things, that's the best deal anybody could ever have got, mate. If the devil comes to you, right, and he's like, look, mate, I'm not going to kill you, just go and get me a book. Yeah, you'd be like, fucking, here's that book, mate. I'll go and get it right now, wait here, it'll be 2 minutes. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that, in terms of what Kade could have done and could have said, and he's giving Damon, like, he's relinquishing him from the chore of killing people for him. All he has to do is steal that book. Yeah, obviously it's massive significance and relevance. I'd go over and I'd be like, look, mate, get photocopies of all that, take pictures of every page, yeah, and then be giving it him. That's what I would do. See, smart thinking. Yeah, when Elena gave Caroline that letter for mum, she didn't open it and photocopy it. Bad thinking. Every time, if you got some information that somebody wants, yeah, you get it, copy it, give it, and then you've got a copy yourself. But never think like that, do they? They never think like that. You can't break it, mate. You might actually be human. This is really interesting.
Waitress, working her way through college till you nearly decapitated her. The system connected your fingerprints to 32 murders in the last 2 months.
Oh, I done 100 yesterday, mate. What's going on? Oh, it's a mom.
Caroline called me.
My apologies, Mr. Salvatore.
Damon's been it. Caroline.
He made you do all this.
And he's gonna expect me to continue.
You're human, and you're of no use to him. He's giving you until midnight, and then he wants you dead.
Sounds funny when you say it like that.
I need to borrow a book. The Maxwell family tell-all. I'm guessing it's been out of print for a while.
Well, Matt here has been getting visions because of that journal. And you show up looking for it.
I got about 6 hours and change until Kade takes Stefan's life, unless I give him that book.
You don't give the devil what he wants if you don't know why he wants it.
So you're gonna have to kill me. Again. If you want to stop me.
You know what I mean? Stuff like that. I mean, I don't blame him, but it's just annoys me. You've got that book, take the pictures, you can keep all the info, photocopy it, do whatever's, man, and then just give it him. You know, his brother's alive, he's about to die, he's just told you. And Damon cannot die, so I mean, there's no point in even... Do you know what I mean? If you're going to keep him for 6 hours, then Stefan's going to die, ain't it? Like, do what you need to do and then just give it him.
It's time. I don't think he wants me to. You're grieving. Oh, this isn't grief. There has to be a way to reach him. The other side is gone.
I would think Enzo would go to hell, me. You not think? Kade would want him.
Erase every mention of Stefan Salvatore's name from your system.
Don't need to wear it.
And when did you last see your mom?
Ah, bloody hell, man. They're hitting the fields there.
And I left her for dead in the trunk of a car.
Let's go find her.
Oh, yes, Caroline. That was good, that, actually.
The clock is ticking on Stefan's life, but by all means, let's give Donovan a physical.
Sedative should be kicking in. How you feeling?
Like I'm on the back half of a 12-pack.
I'm gonna lead you down a long path. This may take a while.
Maxwell journal. It's the old house where the witches were burned. But it's not old, it looks like it's brand new.
My mother was glad to receive your letter announcing the bell's completion. Your courage will save us all. The ringing of your bell will drive those depraved beasts from our lands.
Forgive my intrusion, but I'm in need of a metalsmith.
Sybil, mate.
Sybil, she's here.
You can compel away all the evidence of what I've done. Doesn't change the fact that I did it. I don't know what to do. There.
She survived.
Interesting, man. She's got to be lay on the floor nearby somewhere, hasn't she? I'm interested with this Stefan storyline. The guy's not got his ring on walking around, so that makes me think that it's worked. Do you know what I mean? What would be the other explanation for him not to have to wear his ring and walk around now? Like I said, man, I thought that you had to take the cure out of somebody's neck or body yourself by actually like biting them, but maybe the syringe, I mean, I don't know what the difference would be having it in a syringe compared to biting it, because it's still going in your system, is it not? But Then again, I thought that the cure had to work when you... I'm sure they said that you had to drain every inch of blood out of somebody's body, and then we seen it. Someone had just a little dip at the tongue in it, and they changed. So, you know, it's not been that very consistent with it. So, yeah, I'm interested. But he's definitely walking around with no ring on.
It's the room where you found the journal. Full of the Siren's treasures. There's tools and weapons. What is this?
From when the ash and bone of Kade was forged into glass.
Celine's there too. She has the tuning fork.
The 12th ring will unleash hellfire, incinerating your entire village.
Where's the smoking gun in this story, huh? Why's the journal so important?
That's really intriguing. Oh, yeah, man.
I saw the moment of Enzo's death. I felt his pain. Wherever Enzo is.
To hell, mate.
Dark.
If Enzo's in there and we bury him, he'll be trapped. There must be a way to free him.
No. Bonnie!
What's going on, man?
Caroline, she's here!
Oh, she's gonna stab him. Oh.
Drink.
Oh, it's not working. Oh. Wait, can we extract his blood? Can we do a blood transfusion, so to speak? Like, can they remove all of his current blood and put new blood in? I know that sounds absolutely ridiculous, but like, I don't know. Did we do that with Liz, or try when we got Kai and they siphoned all of Liz's blood away, and then did they try and put new blood in or something to try and stop the cancer or the spread of that virusy thing that Caroline, obviously, when she gave that guy a stuff? I'm just trying to think, right, if we can extract the cure and put in new blood, then he might not repel it. Now that is obviously, I'm going like way left field now and just going absolute random possibilities, but I'm not gonna throw it out there. Me, get Liz and get Joey, get them siphoning him, yeah, and then get new blood inside. That's what I would do.
Ethan can't warn B because he's been siren not to tell her.
I know where she's from, Sabrina.
I cannot say. He's encoded a message for her.
The 12th ring will bring hellfire.
Stop it!
They're trying to stop it.
I'm counting 11. That was 12 rings, that. Yeah, it was. I was counting.
The witches are trying to hold back the flames and save the town.
Hey, give him my blood.
Will that work?
If it repairs the heart in time.
There is one way you can escape the eternal fire.
Release our master Kade from hell. Ethan, if your friend will not free us, then you must kill her.
Oh,
I know how to kill the devil.
oh, it's that
You
little
understand?
fucking thing that she said.
It's in the journal. Where is it?
Right, Damon had to take it, let's be honest, right? I'm not going to blame him at all. He's going to save Stefan. Like I said many times, they should have took copies of the book, man. You never, something so valuable, you never have one copy of it. Not in modern day society, anyway. But what I want to know is, right, he's got this little thing and he slides it down the words and it says stuff, right? How does he know exactly where to put those words to fit in that thing? Do you know what I mean? I would literally think that would be almost impossible to write out a word, yeah, and drop that little shape on and your words fit perfectly in line unless you hold it every single time and move it down and write into it. I think it's mad. I mean, it's really clever. I love how Sybil and that just like hum and he falls into the plan. Now that I'm assuming that woman died inside that bee, whatever she was called, died inside that section of the underground. This obviously Matt or whatever, Ethan, he died in that one. It's his journal. Now I think that the weapon to kill Kade was that thing that Sybil showed him. I don't even know. She said it was fashioned from hell. That little I don't even know. It kind of looked like a knife or something, but it must be that. Like, and they've got all the artifacts, haven't they? They've extracted them all. So I mean, they've got it there.
I had to, baby. I have failed you in so many ways as a mother, but I will not let you destroy yourself. Baby, you gotta let him go.
Where's Karen? Where is she?
She's okay.
I know where I'm going and I deserve it.
No, you don't.
He definitely does,
You're
isn't
not
it?
going to give up.
Cutting it pretty close.
Story of my life.
Thank you.
That's the worst thing you could be doing, man, looking at all the people that he killed.
10 years from now, we're gonna be living entirely different lives, and we can't just ignore that. I just have no idea how to make this right.
It's gonna be hard with the Bonnie situation, man. Literally impossible. Gotta go straight to the source, man.
I've been hypnotized. I almost died of a heart attack and lost the only means of killing the devil. And then I came here to tell you how sorry I am about Enzo. You're one of the strongest people I know. Turns out our families go way back. Never truly appreciated what badasses you Bennett witches were. Try and find comfort in the fact that Enzo loved you.
See that there, right? That's the Matt that I enjoy. You know, not the one that's hardcore, like telling everybody vampires are bad, and not the one absolutely pushing the agenda. The one that's actually there for his friends. The one that actually understands the situations that everybody's going through, because he's powerless, because he's a human, and he's been in all these situations where he's lost people and he has to deal with it himself, and he's struggling. That's the Matt I appreciate. I enjoyed that scene. He was there being a good friend. Like he said, man, I've been through all this shit today, right? But I'm here for you to say, you know, I'm here for you. And that's the most important part of my day. So if you need anything, give me a call. It's a true story, man. I like it. I thought that it was going to be Stefan turning up. That's where he needs to go. But then all hell's going to break loose. You know, I'm expecting him to be attacked and all that stuff, mate, from Bonnet. But I'm interested.
Heard they pumped you full of 3 pints of blood. Well, why don't you take a seat? I poured you a painkiller-friendly drink, and I'll sit with you and remind you how badly you always wanted to be human.
I spent the last hour trying to figure out what I was going to say to her. If I can't figure out a way to forgive myself, I can't expect her to.
I'm not saying it won't take time. The clock doesn't start ticking until you say the words.
Thank you for saving my life.
It's no big deal. Got some undoing of my own to do.
Do you think that there's a chance for us for redemption?
Absolutely.
Oh, right. That's after the convo he's just had with Kade. Do you remember when, I think the first time I ever said that Hope's a bitch, because I think Damon said something about Hope, and I was like, Hope's a bitch? I thought that he was talking about somebody. Like, the way he said it, I thought he was talking about a character. And I was like, I wonder if there's somebody called Hope that he's dated before, has been in the series. And we've got a Hope in the originals, which is, well, interesting. You know, like, I mean, I was definitely wrong, but, like, kind of... No, I was definitely wrong, but it's funny how I was like kind of right that there is somebody called Hope. But Hope is a bitch, mate, honestly. He needs to know, like Stefan needs that hope, though, that there's a chance that he can redeem himself. Because if he knows that factually there is not, then he's not going to change. Or he's just going to think, why am I doing this then? Do you know what I mean? I might as well sit here and just dwindle away in all the misery that I've caused. Where if he thinks that there's a chance that he could be redeemed, he's going to go around transitioning himself into, like... the greatest person of all time and be kind to everyone and hope that his good deeds outweigh the bad, and that is the hope that he needs to cling on to. So after the conversation that Damon had with Kade, and he was saying he didn't want to give him false promises, false hopes, he's still got to say to Stefan, yeah, there is a chance.
What was it you needed my help with? You know what, it can wait till tomorrow.
Oh.
Looks like you have bigger things to deal with.
Do you have any idea what you've done?
Save Stefan.
I saved my brother, Rick.
Absolutely no idea how important that journal was.
I'm gonna take a shot and say that it was an instruction manual to kill Kade. Grab your blindfold and your headphones.
Has he read the book then, Damon? Oh. What the hell was that, mate? Literally, if that's not a character that... if that... Ooh, I wonder if it's Jez. Imagine. Like, I'm just going to say, man, if that's not a character that we know, right, then what's going on there? Now, it would make sense that it was Bonnie because she's mad with him. But I'm just going to cast my rod on a full-on outside, you know what I mean? Like, see if I can throw it and reel in a fish. And I'm going to say that it's somebody that we know, but it's not somebody that we've seen for a while. And I can't remember. The first name that popped to my head was Jeremy. The fact is that I can't believe that he's not dead, right? And we've been through all of Season 8, the final season, and not made one appearance. But I think now that Bonnie's in pain and we're getting into the final stages, and he's a vampire hunter. Now, obviously, Kade's not a vampire, but he is a supernatural being, and I think that maybe the qualities and the abilities that he's established and he's grew to, you know, like hold over this time could be absolutely key. So, if that's Jeremy, what an amazing shout from me. If it's not, who the hell is it? Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, is it, mate? We've seen it in the flashback. How did no one listen?
A relic of Kade's creation that is the means to destroy him. I did pretty good. Make a plan to kill the devil. Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, the fuck,
but
mate.
What if I told you I had a better idea?
Oh, I'm sorry, Jez. Like, You've been fucking outplayed there, mate, by Kai. I can't believe it. Kai's not dead. What the fuck? Unless he's come through. He's the sneaky bastard that would come through the hole as well when Thingy did. Do you know what I mean? When that portal opened and Kade come through, he's there zooming in the back. It's like when an ambulance is zooming down the road, right, and a car's following it, shadowing it all the way, trying to get through the traffic. That's fucking something that he would do. Do you know what I mean? Like, I can't believe it's Kai, man. That is really excited me. He was one of the best villains in the show in terms of, like, you hated him, but you loved him. Do you know what I mean? You hate to love that guy. And he was one of the only ones that as like a badder that I wanted to consistently stay in the programme. And I'm really excited he's here for the final few, man. Really, really excited. And that's going to wrap up today's video. What the hell have we just seen, mate? Kai has returned. He's not dead. I mean, he might have been dead and then he's come through with Kade. That's what I'm saying's happened anyway. Stefan looks to be human, which is well interesting because he's walking around with no daylight ring. He's rejecting blood from Caroline. And it's just mad. Like, it actually is mad. Like, are we going to end... I feel like maybe we're going to end the show on Stefan being moral, which would be absolutely crazy. He's back now in the present. He's not like got his humanity switched off, because that'd be impossible, wouldn't it? Because obviously he's not a vampire, and he's obviously reminiscing on all the bad things that he'd done. He's still got those memories, and he's obviously devastated, mate. There's been nothing worse than, like you say, mate, when you get your memories and they all come flooding back, like Sybil said with Damon. Like, you can't cope with it, you get overwhelmed. And the fact is, Stefan's got them back, and he's probably gutted about it, and then he's been arrested, and he's sat down, and the guy's laying out picture after picture after picture, and then he's going out, and then he's seeing like little girls crying because the parents are not there and stuff. That's got to be the hardest thing of literally. The only thing that benefits him in a way is that he's not a vampire now, so it doesn't give him 10 times the emotions that an actual human would feel. So yeah, he's feeling bad now, but imagine if he had his actual abilities, you know what I mean? He would be absolutely dying inside. I mean, he's dying now, but not as much. We've seen an interesting thing with Enzo speaking to Bonnet, and again, I like how they played into the Bonnie scream at the end. It did open a gateway. I feel like, obviously, when they rang the bell, it opened a gateway for them to come up. Maybe that's the gateway that Kai come through, like she did. I think that she must have broke the sound barrier. She broke the wave, and you can go in and out of hell. It's like a passageway through. Now, if someone finds it, you find the door, you can go. Now, Mum's obviously just burnt Enzo. I'm pretty gutted, obviously, like, Enzo is dead. There's always, like, a what if in the Vampire Diaries where someone dies, but what if, you know, like they could come back alive. But then when you full on burn a body like that, it makes you think that, okay, possibly are completely gone. But then again, I'm just going to counter that with the Kai situation, that we did see him get stabbed and killed. I can't remember how he died now, actually. Nope, mate, Damon cut his head off. Literally, full on karate chopped his head off, yeah. So, his body died in the present. Yeah, I'm saying his body in hell has come through and he's back. So it gives you hope that Enzo's there. Do you know what I'm saying? But hope's a bitch, what I was saying before. So it's interesting. Now, obviously, I'm surprised that they didn't follow along, like, Dorian, what Matt and Rick, right? When Matt was telling the story, obviously, when he was back with Ethan and when he was speaking to Sybil, she said, mate, this is fashioned from Kade. This is, I don't know if she said specifically, this is what can kill him. But they focused in on that one item. And then, obviously, when Matt come back to the present, he was all acting like dumb. That they hadn't even heard this info, or Matt's not seen it. Or, do you know what I mean? At least Damon used a bit of common sense. Either he stood there and listened to that convo and understood what the weapon was, or he took the book and read it and was like, okay, that is the weapon. Now, I don't blame him at all for going and giving that book to Kade. Like, it had to be done, you know. The fact is, yeah, he saved Stefan's life, but he saved himself as well. Like, it was like a two-way deal. It was like, save me, don't have to go around killing everyone working for the devil. Save Stefan, he's not going to die today. So obviously, he was more obviously wanting to save Stefan, but it was like kill two birds with one stone, mate. All I got to do is get this book and be like wounded for them. Like I said, consistently, they should have scanned it, took pictures, had more copies than the original, because like you say, as soon as he's got it, he's burned it and threw it in the fire. Now, Damon did ask, has anybody ever been redeemed from hell? Everybody let off, and he said, like, pretty much said no. But he never said that it's not... I think he said it's never happened, but he never said that it's not a possibility. Like, so he was saying, I don't want to tell you that that's going to happen and give you hope and give you, like, you know, like, faith that it will, but he never denied it. Stefan, obviously, he's come back. He wants to apologise to Bonner. He said to Damon, do you think that I could be redeemed? This is redemption. Obviously, Damon just had that conversation with Kade, and he wants to tell him no, just from what's been said. But he ended up saying, yeah, of course there is, Stefan. Do you know what I mean? You got to take baby steps. You got to go there. It all starts with those one words. You can't start hating you and forgiving you, so to speak, if you don't have that conversation, which is really true. Obviously, you've got to get it out there and say it, and then it's got to heal. You know, the pain, you've got to either receive it, you've got to take it, you've got to heal, you've got to move on. Now, obviously, Caroline and Stefan, what's going on with their situation? Stefan was saying, look, you know, I don't even know, mate. I'm well confused because I always thought that we would be together in the future, but we've only got limited time now. And the fact is that I'm going to grow old and you're not. Is it even going to work? Do you know what I mean? Is it the right thing to do? She's saying, look, it doesn't really matter like what it is. I still love you for who you are and what we can still live our life together. Just because it isn't the one that we planned, yeah, it doesn't mean that we can't obviously be together, which is interesting. Now, obviously, I'm going to say he's took the cure because why not? Like, I've just got to go off the information that's been dealt with us right now. Do you know what I mean? The fact he's walking around with no ring and the fact that he's not healing and the fact that he's rejecting blood means to me that currently it is working. And we haven't seen a counter either. We haven't seen somebody who's took it then transition back over to being a vampire. But then again, I'm never going to say never, and I would actually like him to finish being a vampire. But in terms of, you know, we've only got a few episodes left and it doesn't really make no massive impact on us as people going forward. Obviously, if we went into season 9, 10 and 11, just say, for example, and Stefan was human, it would play a big, massive factor. It'd be a different character altogether. But it's only going to be a couple of episodes and we're not really going to see much difference. Yeah, he's not going to be able to kill, compel people, and he's not got his speed and he can't hear people. And obviously, he's lost all these good traits. But in terms of us watching it for 4 episodes, don't think it's going to make that much of a massive difference now. They've got this weapon that can kill Kade at the end, and Kai's come back. He's obviously got his own plan. He's been down into hell, I'm assuming, and he's seeing how it is, and he's probably is the best person to listen to, even though he's also the worst one, because you never know if the truth is coming out of his mouth. But when you're stuck in a sticky situation and somebody's had more experience, you know, he's got first-hand experience of the hell and possibly how to get in and out and how to attack Kade, that logically probably is the best fit. But in terms of like, can you trust him? He probably can. But should you? I'm going to have to say you will, mate, because you're going out on a whim thinking that this is the weapon and this is the way to go. But how do you do it? How do you even get near Kade? Do you get in? Do you get out? Do you get him up? You know, do you make another deal? You've got to listen to what Kai has to offer. So I am excited. Big, massive twist at the end. Got me hooked. Again, always does it. Last parts of the episode get you hooked for the next one. Last episode, it was Enzo, Death, and the Cure. This episode, it's the weapon to kill Kade and Kai returning. So it's like, what the hell, mate? And I can't wait to see the next one. So hopefully, guys, did enjoy today's episode. And if you did, please smash a like. Really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, we'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.